I started playing when I was 10 in North Carolina schools, public school. Then I went to college to study like music ed, and then didn't finish college, and moved to Providence eventually, where I lived at like a art collective space, Fort Thunder, and I was playing in a lot of weird noise bands at the time. I played in a viola and bass duet that played like crazy, loud, noisy music. So I was constantly having to go to Axelrod Music downtown to get my instrument repaired, and my bows repaired all the time. The man who did luthiery there, Gene Malone, had been there for ages, since the 50s. And we got along really well. So eventually he was like, you should just work here. So I asked and I apprenticed with Gene, starting in '99. That's where I met Jesse, who was bringing instruments from CMW in the early days to Axelrod to get them repaired. Kids like being grossed out and horrified too. So like this whole process, they just like to ooh and ah and scream and yell as you open up a cello. So we're getting close to getting it off, and now I just free the neck block, and then I should just be able to gently wiggle it out. I think we'll put some cleats on it. Kind of like what was done here, but hopefully more elegantly. It's like not long before the pandemic, I came in as regular staff, and they basically had a kitchen in the first floor of our old building, which was just an apartment building. So this whole shop was just in a kitchen. Like I had a kind of table in the middle of the floor, and similar, only like this beautiful like storage room of instruments was scattered between 3 shower stalls, various closets, and wherever else you could cram a violin, basically. And stuff everywhere. Yeah, so I felt really blessed that when they were building this, Sebastian came to me and asked, like, what kind of shop should we build? And I got to work on building this shop the way it is, which is built to what I would want a teaching workshop to look like.
If an instrument, say, is having issues during a lesson, it's great because then it's like, let's just go downstairs and have Erik fix it up. And that very often happens. It can be fixed in real time rather than, oh, when's Erik coming in? Let's leave it here. Even if it can't be repaired that day, it'll probably be repaired the next day.
Right.
And get back into the student's hands really quickly.
And I try to make every repair non-permanent too. When you glue something with high glue, someone can come along 100 years later and be like, that guy did a terrible job. And clean out all your glue and go back to basically, ideally, the condition it was before you repaired it. Like I come across a lot of instruments where it'll have a little tag that's like repaired by, I don't know, J.D. Smith, like Boston, Mass, 1875. And you're like, oh man, okay, like I'm following up from this guy. So I've started putting my own tags in when I already see a history of repair tags. Like it's kind of an amazing little communication just between like unborn luthiers. Each one of these has like a time capsule element. Thing is, you got to be quick with these too, because there's more coming every day. The kids do not take a holiday from breaking instruments. Moisture is a big issue. Relative humidity changes are always dramatic. I expect to see injuries right now. We've moved from a really dry time to like a really like high relative humidity. It's an active living piece of wood in some ways. The cells still respond to moisture and temperature. Good. Now we let this set.